Hey, let's talk foundation. Okay, so foundation is really the key to having a beautiful just a beautiful finish, right? So the first thing you do finishes it off, right? I don't know. But listen, so the key to a perfect foundation or a great foundation is knowing your skin type, right? Which we did yesterday, and then knowing the correct way to color match. So most people think that you can just walk into a store and be like, that looks like my color. And then you get home and you realize it's the wrong color, right? So we have a really cool tool that I posted earlier on how to color match your skin for your skin type. So ours is super cool because there's not a ton of colors, because what it is, ours is a counteracting color. So it takes your natural tone and it just evens it out. So I have all this red in my tone. So when I go to the beach, I like burn like the Dickens, right? So I need something that's going to counteract red, and I'm pretty fair skinned. So, there we go. It went out of focus. I'm pretty fair skinned. So I'm going to use the fair skinned red foundation. So organza is my color. Now, here's another thing. People also don't, okay, you also have to use primer. Y'all, it's a crime not to prime. I'm going to show you something so crazy this afternoon, and you're going to be like, whoa. Okay. So just a tiny, tiny bit, like more than that is going to be too much. So you have to prime. If you have dry skin, it's going to really smooth out that skin and give you a nice, smooth finish. If you have oily skin, it is going to block the pores from creating as much oil and making your products melt away. Okay, so you got to know your skin. So I do like to let that dry before I add foundation on top of it. So what I'm going to talk to you about real fast is the different types of foundation and which is right for your skin. So I think that really you can use whatever just works best for you. So some people want full coverage, some people want medium coverage. One thing that I think you should always go with is you should always go with a natural foundation that's based with minerals, because it's going to be healthy for your skin. If you put the primer on, our primer, Younique's primer is what I use, Touch Glorious Younique primer, and it is actually healthy for your skin, and so it's actually what's going to be touching my skin, so it is going to be working good on my skin today, okay? So, and it's going to keep all the nastiness off of it, right? And then adding the foundation on top of it is just going to be super smooth. So this is our Liquid Touch foundation, and any skin type can use it, okay? So it was actually created for people with oily skin who do not want to use a powder. So it does have a powder finish, okay? So it will, it will dry to a powder finish, but it will keep you from having a super thick, matty looking because of the oils, right? So this is always a good option for anyone. I am dry, and this is my favorite, okay? But I do love a cream foundation, like a cream to powder foundation. So it's so nice and creamy, and it goes on so easily and quickly. We also have a loose mineral powder foundation. So you can see that. And those are also amazing. Same thing though, you're still going to want to use the primer. We also have a pressed powder foundation, which mine broke yesterday. My son dropped it, so I don't have it to show you because it was a mess. And so I'm having to replace that. And we have a what would the other one be? Oh, BB Flawless. I didn't even get it out, but our BB Flawless is amazing. So BB Flawless is a fun foundation, especially if you have dry skin. It is a tinted moisturizer, so you're going to want to use it if you have dry skin, and you're going to want to add a little bit of concealer to it in the color. Our concealers match our colors perfectly if you're going to want a more full coverage with it, but it's amazing, especially if you have dry skin. Okay, so I think I've gone over. Please feel free to ask me any questions. So, key to a great foundation, you want to use a good, healthy foundation, and you want to use a good tool. So I'm going to show you the liquid foundation today. And so this is our liquid foundation brush. I'm going to show you that 4 drops, 4. So there's 800 drops in this bottle. So that means there's like 200 days of foundation in this bottle. That means less than 2 bottles in one whole year. Okay. So 4 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is going to be a medium coverage. Okay. But that's good for me because I'm going to finish it with, because once I contour and highlight, I'm going to get the full coverage that I want. But look at that. So I'm just dabbing these 4 drops all over, right? And watch it just cover that red. Are you seeing? It just totally covers, and then it actually takes 5 minutes to cure to your skin, but after 5 minutes, the coverage is just simply flawless. Now, if you have a ton of things that you are trying to cover up, you might add a drop of concealer to it and just get the concealer in the same color as your foundation, and that and a tiny drop. Okay, so but look at that coverage. So beautiful, full-on coverage. Now, that's it for foundation. So that is all I do for foundation. So I am basically going to show you my entire routine throughout the week, and I'm going to give you some tips on knowing what to use, how to use it, when to use it. I want you to notice that I did not put anything on my eyes, okay? So for my eyes, I do not use any kind of foundation, and I really stay kind of away from right underneath my eyes. So this is where the weakest elasticity in your whole face is, okay? So you're going to want to touch it as little as possible. A good way to figure out how much to use is by the palm of your hand. So you're going to want to take the bottom of your knuckles on the inside and put that on your brow line, and then just cup your hand around it. And so anywhere that your the inside of your hand is touching does not get any moisturizer or foundation. So moisturizer actually will give you those puffy bags. We don't want that, right? And then it will also give you, in foundation, will just pull it unnecessarily, and you don't need that because your eye makeup is going to fix that for you, okay? So I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Check the quiz, the color match quiz, figure out which color you are, and then message me with a picture and the color you chose and or that you got, and I'll let you know if I think that's accurate. But the quiz is pretty accurate. I'm so sorry. I'm in a hotel right now and it's been a long week. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. You are beautiful. Do something today to make yourself feel beautiful and do something to make someone else feel beautiful. That's the whole point of our mission. That's the whole point of our company. To uplift, empower, and validate women and just show them how beautiful they really are. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with the contour and highlight and we got to do something about these brows, sister. All right, see you back tomorrow.